Hello and welcome. Adita Lang here, and in today's strength class, well, we are going to focus on posture. Standing tall and proud. What do you think about that? I do hope you like that. So, with that said, we want a nice cleared out area, nothing to get into your way. You will want a set of light weights and a mat somewhere close by, as well as some water. You'll take breaks when you need to and work at a pace that's comfortable to you. First things first, shall we start just step touching? And since we're step touching and the class is about posture, let's talk posture. Shoulder blades go back and they go down into your back pockets. Now this lifts your chest up, good thing. At the same time, now your ribs open a little bit, so I want you to contract your rib cage inward ever so slightly to engage the abdominal muscles. Now hold that tall and breathe as you go, reaching both arms forward. And even though your arms are going forward, you're still holding your shoulders back and down. One more time. Now slowly move yourself up and move yourself back. Leg curls here. Back to a step touch, moving forward and move back. Leg curls here. And back to a step touch. And move back. Leg curls here. One last time, step touch. Move forward. Move back. Leg curls. And staying here. Now keeping this same rhythm, you can watch me first if you want to. I'm simply turning to the right. And I converted the leg curls into what's called a rocking horse. So you can do this as well. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now heel goes back, roll through the foot, up and down, roll up and down. One more time, hold here, lunge forward, deep breath, exhale. Now turning to the front, toes come up, sitting down in the right leg and hinging, so that means you're bending from your hip, extending and lengthening through the left hamstring. Deep breath. Exhale. And slowly come up to center. Step touch here. Move forward. And move back. Leg curls here. I think we should do that one more time. Back to a step touch. And now go back. Leg curls right here. This time, turning to the left. Rocking horse. Up. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Step the foot back. Roll through the foot. Inhale and exhale. 3 more. And 2. Now 1. Hold here and lunge. Deep breath. Exhale, turning to the front, toes come up, sitting down in the leg and hold, hinging from the hips. Inhale, exhale. Now bring yourself to the center, deep breath up. Exhale, side stretch, and pull your arm down and reach. Pull and reach. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. The other side goes up and down. Up and down. 3, 2, and 1. Shake the arms out. So, for starters, placing your feet hip distance, small bend in the knees, reach your arms forward, and simply squeeze the shoulder blades back. We call this retraction. You're connecting your shoulder blades behind you, and now release and squeeze back. Now, as you're doing this move, look at your elbows. The goal here is for the arms to stay straight and for them not to open and close. They stay moving straight back, straight forward. You're engaging your abdominals. Chest is up. 4 more. And 3. Now 2. And 1. Okay, now remember that move. Let's reach for our light weights. You can stay facing me. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me a little better. Small bend in the knees. We're going to do 2 things here. The first, hinge. And you hinge to the point where you feel your hamstring stretch. Now stay there, retract your shoulder blades, hold, and stand up and release. Again, hinge and retract. Stand up, release. Once again, hinge, retract. Pull the body up, squeezing through the glutes, and then release the shoulders. And hinge, retract, squeeze up through the glutes, release the arms. Once again, hinge, retract, lift, let go. And hinge, retract, lift, let go. Two more. Hinge, retract, lift. One more time. Hinge, retract, and lift. Excellent job. I'll turn towards you now. So you can stay holding the weights unless you feel like you need to hold onto something for balance. So if you need to do that, then let go of the weights. If not, hold the weights down like you're holding two suitcases. Find a focal point, balancing on one leg and doing hip rotations so you rotate by lifting your heel up. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Now that we have the move going, I want you to think about your right foot. All 5 toes are touching the floor. Once again, your chest is up, staring and focusing at one point. And if you feel your weight shift from your pinky to your big toe, try to center your weight in your toes. One more. And release the other side. Finding your balance point, holding your suitcases beside you, and rotate. Engaging the abdominals. Inhale one way, exhale the other. We have 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I'll go sideways again. You don't need to turn. Are you ready? We have one more set with our retraction and bending the knees, and of course our hips. So first hinge, retract, squeeze through the glutes to come up. This is a deadlift at the same time. And hinge, retract, lift, let go. Hinge, retract, lift, release. Again, hinge, retract, and lift. And hinge, retract, lift. Embracing the ribs inward so they use the abdominals to keep the center nice and strong. Hinge, retract, lift, let go. Hinge, retract, lift. 2 more. Hinge, retract, lift. One more time. Hinge, retract, and lift. Yes. So again, you can hold the weights or you can hold on to a chair or a wall. Your choice. Find your focal point, holding the arms down like suitcases, and lift the leg. Rotate from the hip joint. Pulling in from the abdominals, balancing your weight in all your toes. Chest is up. 5 and 4. 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Leg comes up, chest tall, and rotate. Deep breath and exhale. Up and down. Using your breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Now this is a great time to grab some water and let's place our mat to the floor, keeping the weights close by. There we go. Now, first things first, both legs straight out. Chest is up nice and tall, and again, from the hips, hinge forward. And as you hinge, pull your toes towards you all at the same time. I want you to feel your chest up and your tailbone back. This is going to accentuate the stretch in your hamstrings. Inhale, exhale. Now this time with the left arm, inhale and turn, rotate to the left. And center, let's do that side again. Left side and rotate. And hinge, this time the right. Arm comes up and rotate. Back to center. And rotate. One more. And release. So moving your body around. You know, we did the retraction with weights in our hands, but now let's place it in a different position. Retraction is so important because you have this muscle, your rhomboids, in between your shoulder blades. So when it's strong, it naturally pushes your shoulders back and holds them there. But when the muscle isn't that strong, it literally allows your shoulders to roll forward. That's not very pretty. So let's pull back and let's use them again. Hands go directly underneath the shoulders this time, as if you're about to do a tricep push-up. Abdominals are in tight. Your chest lands in between both hands. Now, elbows stay straight and think shoulder blades. Squeeze together and release. Pulling in through the abdominals and the rib cage. Keeping the elbows in one spot so they're not moving. And all the movement is coming from the shoulder blades joining together in the middle and then separating. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now from the same position, lower down into your elbows into a plank position. So right here, the goal is to create kind of a straight line from the tip of the head all the way to the knees, pulling in from the abdominals using the rib cage. Now, left leg, contract the glute and release. Now here's the thing. You could think that maybe you have to lift the leg. I don't want you to lift the leg. I want you to think about contracting the muscle, and in turn, the leg lifts up off the ground. It just takes a little more concentration. We have 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the leg, the other side, same thing. Contract the glute, pulling in from the rib cage and breathing. Inhale one way, exhale the other. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, simply sit back. I love child's pose. It's one of my favorite things to do. Now come back, one more set of retraction. So hands forward in that tricep position, which means the hands are right under the shoulders. You're bracing from your center and squeeze the shoulder blades together and now separate. Down and up. Inhale one way, exhale the other. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down to the elbows. Position your body. Your hips are down so they're in line with the rest of your spine. Now contract the glute. Inhale and exhale. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the leg, the other side, up and down. Inhale and exhale. Contracting the muscle. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Sit back here. And now slowly bring yourself over to your back. Chest is up nice and tall. So you're pressing your shoulder blades back towards the mat, and both knees come to the chest, simply to stretch for a moment. Deep breath, and exhale. One more time, and exhale. Now both feet come down, they're hip distance apart, hands by your side, shoulder blades are back, and lift up into a bridge. So focusing on the left side only, and here's your goal. The hips are up, everything. It's almost as if everything else is frozen in time. It's not going to move. Now only lift the left leg up and down without allowing the hips to fall. Pull in through your rib cage. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. The other side, up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips, hands behind the head. And now just a basic set of crunches. Lift the head up like an inch off the ground. So I want you to feel the weight of your head. Now, take your awareness into the rib cage and squeeze tight and then release. So the upper body is lifting because of what's going on in the center. Rib cage in and down. Inhale and exhale. Five more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Position your body, shoulders back. We have one more round. Pull all the way up. Shoulders are back and down. Watch your alignment. Pulling in from the rib cage, holding up from the glutes, and lift and lower without allowing the hips to fall, keeping your body very centered. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the leg, the other side, up and down. Inhale and exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower down, hands behind the head. Allow your head to just hover off the ground. Now focus on the rib cage and close the ribs tight, squeeze them in, and release. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Feeling your ribs open and close. And in turn, that is what is lifting your upper body off the ground. 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Release, crossing one foot over the knee, and bring the legs in towards you. Deep breath, exhale. One more time, inhale, and exhale. And release the legs, the other side, cross over. Pull the legs in, release. One more time. And slowly let go. Turning to the side, all the way over, stacking your hips one on top of the other. So first things first, chest is tall, abdominals are nice and tight. Now simply, we're going to lift this weight up to shoulder height and back down again. Lifting up and down, very little, not a big lift. Inhale one way, exhale the other, still keeping the shoulder back and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Now, the legs, feet stay together and lift the knee and lower. Rotating from your hip, pulling in from your center and keeping these hips stacked, which means there's one on top of the other without leaning back or leaning too far forward. Inhale one way, exhale the other. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now the arm goes out, situating your body. Remember, this is all about posture. So watch your posture and lift. Inhale and exhale without touching the floor if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now the leg, lift up, feet together, and close and open, rotating from your hip. Keeping this hip stacked. The abdominals are engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now sitting up all the way. Think of the leg we just worked. Cross the leg all the way over. Deep breath. Now situate yourself where both hip bones are on the ground. Inhale and exhale and hinge, or just shift your weight forward and you'll feel the stretch in the hip. Release, deep breath. Exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. And release. Other side. Bringing our trusty weight with us. And all the way down, stacking your hips one on top of the other. Arm goes out. Now remember, shoulders are back and down. And lift and lower. Inhale and exhale. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now the legs, feet together, and lift. Rotate from the hip. Feel the glutes tighten and contract as your leg moves up. At the same time, brace in from the center. 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, arm out. Double check your posture and lift. Keeping the body stacked as if your entire back was against a straight wall. So you can't lean forward and you can't lean back. 3 more. 2, and 1. Now the legs. Open and close the door, keeping the feet together. Contracting the glutes when the leg goes up. Inhale and exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now sit up from there. So the leg we just worked, move the leg over. Situate both hips into the ground. Deep breath and exhale and simply shift your body weight forward. And inhale and exhale. Again, deep breath. Exhale. And release. So let's take both weights. This is actually a great time to get some water. And then when you're ready, we have both weights next to us. Elbows into the sides, sitting up very straight. And if you wanted to, if you felt like you were slouching down, you could sit on a folded mat or a towel to lift you up just a few inches off the ground from the hips. And sit tall. Now one arm forward and the other. Out and in. Inhale and exhale. Still keeping the shoulders down and back. And reach. We have 5 more on each side. This is 4. And 3. 2. 1 more. And release. Setting the weights down, simply reaching one arm up and back and press your elbow back. Now this same arm across the chest and hold. The other side. Arm comes up and back, elbow back. Reach the arm across the chest and hold. So we have one more set. Weights in hand, chest up tall, sitting tall, and reach. So here's a fun tip or trick. When you feel like the weight is getting heavier, this is when I need you to contract in from the rib cage more. Really bracing your center inward, engaging your abdominals, and that actually gives you more strength and power. I just want to share that with you today. Reach out and in. Out, in. We have 4 more on each side. That's 1. Here's 2. 3. Last one. And 4. Excellent. Weights go off to the side. Now bring your body back down to the floor. extending both arms to the sides and knees come up. They're bent about 90 degrees. Now, here's the goal. Moving the legs over to the right, I need you to keep the left shoulder against the floor no matter what I tell you to do. So the minute you can't hold the shoulder down, that's where you stop. And now pull in and brace from the center. Move those legs. Other side, same thing. As far as you can go without lifting the shoulder, then stop and lift back up. So you contract from your center as the legs move. Then you give it a good contraction from the abdominals in the center as you lift the legs. And then the other side. Contract from the center, and then give it a good tight squeeze to lift. But you have to breathe all the way through. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Let's do 2 more on each side. I'm trying to focus and really utilize my abdominals as I'm moving my legs, of which I hope you are doing the same. We have 2 more on each side. A last one. And now my favorite thing. Allow your legs to go all the way over and just hold for a stretch. Shoulders against the floor. Inhale and exhale. And now center and other side. And lift both knees up. Back to the center, extending the left leg up. Tailbone into the ground as your heel is up to the sky, and then bring the leg towards you ever so slightly. Deep breath and exhale, feeling the lengthening behind the leg. Again, inhale and exhale. Hold. Now take the leg out to the side, but yet still pulling towards you, and hold, keeping both hips parallel and on the floor. And release, other side. Leg goes up. Tailbone down, heel to the sky, and press the leg in. Inhale and exhale. One more. Exhale. Now leg to the side and still towards you, and hold, keeping the hips parallel. And release. Rolling over and coming right back to the center. Let's extend one leg out, cross the left leg over. Deep breath. And exhale and hinge from the hips. This time, reaching for your knee with your right hand and rotate. Now center. And rotate. One more. And rotate and hold here. And release, other side. Crossing the leg over, deep breath. Exhale, hinge. Now with the left hand, knee comes up and rotate, and hinge, and rotate, hinge, and rotate, and hold. And release, both feet come in. They call this a butterfly. Deep breath and exhale, and simply shift your body weight forward, and you'll feel the stretch in your inner thighs. Deep breath. Exhale, and it doesn't matter where your knees are. They could be up here, that's okay. Wherever they are, simply just shift your weight forward. Release. One more. And now cross both legs. Moving to the side stretch. So as I reach my left arm up, left hip goes into the floor. Release. Let's do that one more time. And now the right side. Same thing, up and over, right hip stays into the floor, and release, and reach, and center. Both arms coming forward, open wide, and forward, and open wide. Now left arm up, right arm down, and switch sides. Press back. Open huge like a big giant hug. And the other side. And release. Now, hands go behind the head. Deep breath. Exhale, chin to chest and hold. Slowly come up. Deep breath. One more time. Chin to chest. And lift the head up and slowly release the arms. Thank you so much for joining me in today's class. Go out there, make sure that you're having plenty of water and you keep your body moving and grooving. Until next time, bye for now.